let's get to the eyeballs. And I want to put my visor on, so hopefully I can do both at the same time and not smack into the camera a lot. Let's bring this around here. Okay, I'm going to comfort right here. Therefore, this is going to come this way. Let me bring myself around this way. And more light. And away we go. Okay. And let's get the eyes in. Remember, this is tilted as well as turned. So once in a while you'll be hearing me whacking my visor on the camera just to make sure that we're still on. And of course, the closer, the more whacking. Now I'm going to put a line about here, right where the nose is, pardon me. About, oops. Now he's going to have a happy, surprised eye. This eye is coming up and coming back down. He's happy what he sees here. He's got something good. He's got something good going here. Now I think we're okay. Whereas in this area here, if you got the plump, I think if the plum, yeah, here you might be okay. Now I want to draw with the tip along where we got the pencil mark drawn in. Come together like a flying saucer. Like that. I'm practically using the fingertips, oops, on my knife, and that's what will happen if I'm not careful, is the slippage. Just like I said, I just want to draw it. Now I want to put, what I did is a little extra here, because what we're going to do is we're going to do a chip to begin the eyeball, rounding the eyeball. Yeah. Yeah. I think this one might need to be widened a little more based on what I see over there. There. Here. Here. Now I'm going to take that chip out. Take this chip out. So actually I am doing two eyeballs at the same time, in a way, instead of doing one and then come back. Well, generally, when we round the front, we'll be doing one at a time. That's out of there. Out of there. Now we take, instead of chip, okay, we take, goes up, we just want it underneath the top, but then when you come down, you see all those imperfections that I had when I rounded the eye area have disappeared when carving the eye. So that's why I found it doesn't have to be overly perfect when you try to clean that out, because the eyeball will clean it out for you. Okay, same thing here. Are we in? Okay, just a little bit up, just a little bit underneath the top, and then from the top down. And we want to come around like that. that's not too bad. And what I like to do now is take the pencil marks off, but a little more extra here like this. Not only the pencil marks, but a little extra. So I get, here I am in this hand, here a little bit more, there. There, then you can see the eyeball on the side. More or less. Now, even though the pencil marks are off here, I still want to, just a little bit here. And it goes with the roundness of the eye. Now, same with the inner is, let's find our small, tiny number 9. And not only are we taking pencil marks off, but we want to round it down, is what we're looking for, is the rounding it down. And pencil marks at the same time. So now we're, okay. All right. Now I want to take my V. Where's my V? And come around up here. Come around. Boom. Come up here. Oh, that plum pudding might be in the way because this hand is in the way. Want it kind of high, not too low. I think that's what happened. Sometimes when I get on this side, it seems to come out lower. All right. Now I take my detail knife. Now, this one about 10. This is going to be 10 degrees one way. Get out of there. 10 degrees this way. Yeah, that plum pudding is going to be in the way, so you got to take a chip at a time out. And you see the shadow of that? I like that shadow. And you don't do this with the ladies. Ladies, you take a small chisel, V chisel, and that's it. If that. Where the Santas, you want that kind of the sunken eye look. All right, and next, I want to take either the detail. You can either do this, and again during cleanup to bring that if your detail knife is sharp enough. Oops. Or you can take your small round tool. Where'd he go? And very lightly. Even though he's along, it depends on how deep you want to do it, if you want very deep. But I kind of like no more than just kind of semi-light. You can do that too. Or a little deeper. If you want to look totally old, and then you want maybe a second one. Now I do notice that this plum pudding eye is a little higher. And I want to take that down just a piece here. And reestablish that V cut. Is that a little better? That's better. Now, one of the things I've been doing lately for the eyebrows, I want a good, let's see if this will do better. Yeah, this here. Like this, about a 40 degree this way, heading for that mark. "40 degree this way, heading for that mark." Take that out. Take this here, and hopefully that'll snap out. There. Now we do some shaping. I don't want them to have the angry look, so I'm going to cut here. and come up a little bit and come here. There's one time one of my very, very first Santas, and I want to put that eyebrow bone in there. That's the first time the instructor put that eyebrow bone in there. And that's what I did. And then, of course, you would take your V chisel and put the hair in. But I neglected to, I made him look kind of angry. And my mother wanted that angry Santa. He was an angry Santa. No, he isn't. He's carrying a tree and he's happy. No, he's angry. Take that tree. I think he wants to take that tree and he's going to whip your butt with that tree. Round this just a little bit. That'll help take some of the anger off of it. I mean, he still can be concentrating. He's concentrating, though. Nothing wrong with that. And now let's get that eyebrow bone up in there. There we go. Oops, maybe a little bit too. Can you get in there with your plum pudding? Have you decided what you want with that plum pudding? Flame, no frosting, frosting, no flame, or both. I like that both would make a good conversation piece. Especially a chef would look at that and say, shift the eye a little bit here. Or reshape. Oops. A little slip there. So that's one thing about having it by the tip. And of course we want to put one of these in. Almost forgot. Good thing that slip probably reminded me. And put one of these in. Push down, then under. Now what's left is little, I don't know, detailing, cleaning. Let's put this in. Go around the nostril. So it's a cut, it's a V cut, or chip cut, I'm sorry. So one is around the nostril, around the cheek, around the mustache. And of course back to detailing. Let's get a little bit around in there. Do we need it here? Yep, we need it here, a little bit around. And then let's take our V. Let's take a, do I got my smaller V out? I think I have to look into my, and I do have them out. Where, oh, there you are. It's buried way back because I haven't used them as much. Should go more down, but sometimes I do slip. Oh, he's got a little booger there. Get that little booger out of there. Now I think I could take my visor off. Take my regular glasses off and put my other skepticals on. What I like to do, I do have the bifogies, and what I did was get a pair of glasses that had the reading prescription, because my eyeballs get kind of tired looking down. And if you do too, I'd recommend it. Now here's what I'm going to do. I got just a little bit more time. I'm going to open this up a little more now. Whoops. I'm going to probably get back to this leg here, but I'm going to take, after the leg, I'm taking kind of a little break here. I want to come, I'll be coming back as soon as I break. I'm not going to break right now. And what I want to do is I'll come back with the present, or not present, the cake and tray. But what I want to do, I want to detail it, get all the details and clean up and everything before I snap that thumb out and put the cake in. If I have a little bit more time, I got a little tiny bit of time just to get started, to get this started again. Why not add this? And then back to power carving. Back to power carving. For some of us older people, is like back to spinach. I eat me spinach, and now I can come back to this and come back to cleaning this a bit again. Cleaning this up. So this is kind of old unless you're done with yours. I get in there. Cleaning up. A little bit around this here. Get that out of there. Now, even though there's more cleaning up, especially with that leg, what I want to do is I want to, hopefully I have a little bit of time here to just do this and this, get that shadow in there. The 20 and 20, I think I got more than 20 degrees on that one. I can't have 20, it's got to be 0 degrees here. But still, lifts up. I think I wonder if I could do better with my bigger chisel. Come in here. Okay. Get in here. I guess I put a little bit of on there. Any other cleaning up on the leg? Probably on the it's not hatch o'clock. Getting close to done here, and let's put the, oops, that followed along nicely. Get out of there. And I want to still put, if that's clean, I still want to put, well, here, let me clean that a little bit first. Okay. Get that in there. And like I said, a little bit of 20 degrees this way. And 20 degrees this way, gets nice, sharp in there. And there's where it sits. Like I said, I'm going to do detailing cleaning, and I'll come back with the present, and I'll come back with the cake in the tray. We'll do the hand. Okay, we've returned here, and what we're going to do is we're going to get it. A couple things I want to do before I get that thumb out of there and put a plate and a block up there. Is I want to get one of these in, get some creases in the clothing, if they can get in there. Goes up in this direction. Then I'll put some dents in it because it's kind of a shirt that is sort of bulky. And with that, the shirt let's put one of these in. Little separators there. Wrinkle. I'll clean that up, but add just a little roundness to the top like that. In fact, let's go in the other direction. Let's put the roundness in first. Now let's put in the wrinkle. There we go. Oops. Make that into more of a wrinkle. More undercut while I'm trying to get that out of there. Bring it around. Okay. Now same with this side. Oh, that popped off. But like I said, and good thing that this shirt is puffy because you have more rum. There we go. Okay, now same with the back of the shirt here. Let's put the sharpness in first. I think it's easier to put the sharpness in first. Yeah, make sure we got the shirt, yep. it a bit. Just a bit. Put a little extra in here. And then we need, since here is our apron string, even though it's on the inside, it's supposed to be on the inside, but we'll put one of those or two of those in. Still want to keep some of the sharpness in there. So this kind of goes in, I'll have that go like this. So we got some wrinkles. Now let's widen it a little bit. And then bring it in more. I got this problem right here. That's that chippy. If you have that problem when that wood gets kind of chippy, darker, kind of a darker color. Okay. The back is is okay. Well, here, I forgot another thing. Speaking of dents, put one in there. Might want to put one, just a little one here. A little one here. Little one down here. There we go. Now take the round tool, not only this round tool, well, maybe this might be enough. It's my larger one. Especially right here. And then smooth out that roundness. There we go. I guess we're okay here for a while. Put some personality on that knot, and so we move on to the front. What else was I looking at? Oh, I got to recall that this is not, but the shirt is here. Same thing. Now, you may not want to put this one in. I'm already to the point where he's pretty thin. They're getting thinner out, but depending on where that shirt is, you would not put that wrinkle in because the belly is coming out, and you'd be pushing that out. Put some extras in there, make that And then all right. Yeah, there's more probably pickings in here and there and so on and so forth. But I want to get now into what's in his hand. And I'm just going to make a cake. It's a birthday cake. This is going to be a happy birthday Santa. And it's for a customer. But it's also for people who have their birthday at Christmas time. So then you have Santa giving a birthday cake, and it'll be a happy birthday year. So this, I took about, what is that? Where's my ruler? That is, well, it's 2 inches, a little more than 2 inches, 2 1/4, 2 1/4. And in any thickness, this is just a simple 3/8 or 3/16, pardon me. Disc, and a square, depends on what you want on there. So there he's got that there. And so what are you going to put on there? Let's see, what's he going to do? And don't forget, see if I remember to tell you the second time, but I'll tell you the first time, is make sure when you paint, you got him looking at it. The eye is to his right, our left, and he's looking at what he's, that's why his head is tilted. Head is tilted and turned so he can look at what's on that tray. So we'll start with the tray. And this is very simple. I mean, it's just a matter of taking the marks off. I don't think, do I really need to video this? Same with the cake, but I thought, well, while I'm doing this, I can keep talking. You can have anything on here. Like I said, you can have, even he's got a big 20-pound ribeye steak. And got like a fork on top of it on the steak. And you can have the steak kind of dripping over a little bit because it's so big. You can have, like I said, any Christmas stuff. I mean, I don't know what more I can tell you. You know, some dessert that the big pudding or something. You know, the raspberry pudding or I don't know, whatever. That's Christmassy. The Who hash. The roast beast. That's very interesting. Same with the bottom here. Just take the saw marks off. So you kind of make it look like you carved it. Like it's yours. Also, I was thinking what you could do is, for all you animal lovers out there, is like print or paint some sort of like a doggy something on his front there, apron. And then probably just have some kind of big doggy. Maybe it's the same thing, probably the steak or something. And like the dogs, it's Christmas time for dogs too. Or something about Pooch's favorite dish, or your Kiki, or if you got some birds, like another thing of bird seed or something. Or you can have, well, I don't know if you can have, like for kids, have a stack of candy or something, or, you know, whatever is your favorite dish. Maybe you can just put the whole thing. Put a turkey on there. Then you can put not only turkey, but you know, you put the cranberry and everything on there. Oh, what the heck? Put a turkey on there and put all the trimmings on there, and then have it in an apron saying Happy Thanksgiving. So you have a favorite holiday. Happy 4th of July, and you got that, well, you got your steak on there. Always comes back to that steak. Or a big Wiener Schnitzel or something, or a large brat, or how about a big pizza? There you go. The rest saying the mustache could be an Italiano mustache. If it's French, or you can have, if it's French, and have a big bottle of champagne on there. Anything. Anything. Okay, now which is up and which is down, I think it doesn't matter. The way this thing kind of got goofed up, I know which is back. But being a tray, first of all, the top, here's what I want you to do. In the top, you got to watch the grain. Just give it just kiss it like that. You're taking it. Now the reason why this is, you want to do the top first, is if you screw it, because we're going to do the bottom, which is way going to have a bigger flange than this, is that if you kind of goof up doing this, then you can flip it over and you got a second chance of doing the top. You're just kind of taking that sharpness off. Oops, careful. Oh, need more of this here. Just scraping it basically on. No, if that's the best way to put it, but it's you're still cutting it. But the bottom has a bigger, much bigger. Oops, careful. I'm with the grain here now. Careful when you get with the grain. And then when you're against the grain, then you have to go like this. And it thins it up a little bit, so more realistic tray there. See, like that getting there. Oops, now this is with the grain. That'll pop out quick. Oops, that was about to. Yeah. Yep. All right. It's the wedding time. And also, while we're at, oh, I don't have my sharpener here. Well, so here's the deal. Like I said, he's holding a nice piece of cake. Big cake. So, again, most of it is taking the saw marks off. Now there's a bottom here. I don't have to. I think I'll keep this, and this is the good bottom. Was that cracks? No. But the top I'll keep because I'll have to be thin in the, watch what the direction that's going. And, well, first I want to take the saw marks off, but the thing is, this is a cake that's got frosting on it. So it's not going to be a perfectly square, so I would like to take one of the things that, you can do this with the fur of the jacket when you got a Santa with fur, is to not take this off, but use your round tools. But I have found, and it kind of works there, but if I say, let's take and make some dents now, is that when you're all done and you look at it and oh, there's a little thing you miss. You missed that, you missed that, you missed that. Little piece here, little piece there. Here, if you clean it, it's already cleaned. Now here comes the ready for the fun. Well, first this kind of helps a little bit if I were to do this. Now, even though most of that might go away when I try to trim the top. No, which way is it? Nope. Careful. Just a little bit of slicing. And get your thumb off that thumb. Like I said, when you have your thumb on your thumb, it widens. This widens farther, but after a while that thumb don't like it, especially when you're pushing. That thumb don't like it. No way, no how. Okay, I still want to take a little bit of this off. A little bit. And a little of the bottom. And I don't have to do the bottom because that is going to go. What is it? Don't know. That's hair. I thought that was a crack. Now, here's what I'm thinking. I've never done this before. Let's see how this works. Is for me to find my, where is he? Nice little number 9. Well, let me see. Let's see what the Drake can do. And kind of pretending that there's some, depending on which way the grain is. I like you're putting frosting on. I think Drake is pretty good. It's not coming as deep as I want, but I got another tool since I'm done with this. At least do the larger swipes first. Not so hard, it's not working as well as I want because now not particularly sure which side I did. Putting the frosting on. A little bit of the top. Gonna put some twist to it. Let's put that frosting up on top. Now here's some saw marks here. There, see, that's starting to look good. Like a cake that's been frosted. Okay. Now here, like I said, I have one tool that I like to try. Here he is. This is in small number 5. Let's just experiment if I were to. There we go. It's helping some. Let's frost that on there. That's a little better. Got some nice dents in it. And I'm thinking, I don't think I really mind this. See, as it separates at the wrong point, it gets kind of a little chaffed there. But I'm thinking, well, that's fine, isn't that? Sometimes I might get that way. There. I think I did pretty good on top here with the drake, and leave it that way. So I think that is it. Now what I did is I drilled the hole in the center, and what happens is that same here, it's going to put it in the center here. Like I said, I'm going to choose which side is best. I think there might be a little dent here, so that goes in the back. And which is the worst will go in the back, or whatever is the best will go in the front. Whatever. And so obviously I'm going to drill a hole here. And then I want to put that as about as center as I can. Like I said, that's about 2 1/4. You probably could have got a little more. And see where the hole comes in. We could still, it's going to go right into the wrist, but be careful. Don't go too far. If you miss or something like that. And there we are. Okay, that's where I'm going to stop. Don't forget to paint the eyes, looking right at it. And that's how you could tell. Especially at the plum, you got your plum pudding there, or you don't got this, it's easy here, or whatever, one of the things that always helped when I'm painting the eyeball is that you want to have it looking at you. If I was the cake, then that eyeball, where are you? Where that pupil would be turned, and I'd see the pupil would be right here. And it'd be right, and that pupil would be slammed in here. There you go. Oh, I gotta clean that eye a little bit. There. Look at that ball. It's still not. You probably would slam that iris all the way over. Pupil, pardon me. Slam that pupil. There, see that? He's looking right at that. That's a cake. Oh, look at that. That's a cake. And he's happy. Well, that's it for this. Same with the plum pudding. You get your... Usually, worst case, if when in doubt, and like his head is too forward or whatever, is usually that pupil. That black pupil is as far over. You slam it over there as far as it can go. Usually. Or if your head is not turned completely, if he was looking this way, but you want him to look, is you just slam that pupil all the way over as far as it'll go. The seeing part. And so with that, here's where I will end. Santa with the plum pudding / whatever. And look for more of my videos that are coming up, not only my rough outs, of course, some new pieces too, and new things. But my goal is to get the rough outs, get every YouTube on my rough out and rough out collection, and some of them I'm going to try different things with it, so it's not the same old rough out. So with that, till the next time. But before we do go, pardon me, I almost forgot. He's got a web paw there. I forgot the web. Okay. I'm going to trim away. I'm going to be careful. Instead of taking a knife or a chisel and go bang, and then bang, and probably something will snap off. Let's start with taking this just one little piece at a time, little nip at a time here. And you probably could, oh, careful, you probably can get in there. Be careful. You want to start with the end first, and then work your way in. Taking little pieces at a time. And when you when it just feels too much, pull back. Taking more pieces out, just a piece at a time. Itch a little bit here. As I'm taking the V, because the idea is to take smaller chisels. There is my number 9 and number 11. Careful, I hate this part here. We have to again, you're just chipping away. Keep on chipping. Now, got my knife. Now I can hazard taking my knife to round. Oops, careful, don't take too much off. Oops, this scraping again. I hate that scraping. I'm going to put just a little bit of roundness. A little bit of roundness. Oops. You can hold on to that. See how does the rest of the hand look? The thumb might be a little bigger than what you want, but you know what? I don't think I want to chance it right now, but then so let's go in the other direction. You know, if somebody were to pick this piece up and oh yeah, let's look, oh, look at the thumb is, I mean, other than a little cleaning up there, but I don't think they'd mind that much. If they don't like them, They don't like it, tell them to carve their own then. A little bit of roundness. A little bit of, where the heck is it? There it is. Taking some of those boogers out of there. Anyways. There we have it again. So now that we had a false stop, now let's have a real stop, a true stop. There he goes. He's holding on to it and he likes it. He's a happy camper. There you are. Till the next video.